We said today is a day where we talk about how to look your best this festive season. And as the festive season gets into a full swing across the country, what it probably means that all our weekends are now going to be chock-a-block, even weekdays for some of us at least, and now full of visits to homes, to friends as well. We are taking our time to look our best, feel our best as well. So this Monday morning here on The Breakfast Club, we thought we'll give you a bumper start to a new phenomena that seems to have taken over our metros. Now, what exactly is that? It's called Korean beauty, or what you might have heard as K-beauty.
And for anyone who's sitting at home and watching this, you notice that Korean culture, it feels like, has been everywhere these days. Right from K-pop bands over the last few years to emotional Korean TV soaps that draw you in, K-beauty also comes with a promise. Its promise is glass-clear skin, a youthful look, and it's taken the nation seemingly by storm. The promise seems like it is dewy skin can be yours too, but only if you're following a 10-step routine. Now, is that true? Is that how the science works? Is it as effective for Indian skin? What's the story behind it? We'll bring you all of that and more. But first, here's Sakshi with an explainer about this phenomenon. Take a look.
Skincare revolution has swept across India, influencing youth and reshaping beauty routines. Here's exactly a look at why K-beauty is booming in India and how it's impacting the beauty industry. Well, Korean skincare is known for its 10-step routine that promises radiant skin, a stark contrast to India's simpler cleansing, toning, moisturizing approach. Key to its appeal is the use of natural ingredients like green tea, rice water and snail mucin, which of course align with India's love for nature-based remedies like turmeric and neem. Well, Korean dramas and K-pop have played a major role in popularizing K-beauty in India. Flawless-skinned actors and idols inspire many to follow Korean skincare routines. Now, social media is of course filled with tutorials, while several Korean brands have already quickly gained a strong foothold in India with their wide range of products and attractive pricing at the same time. Well, Korean skincare products are gentle and hydrating as well, perfect for Indian skin that often deals with dryness, pigmentation and sensitivity as well. Now, the focus remains on hydration, and barrier repair resonates well with India's diverse climate needs. Now, with the K-beauty trend on the rise, beauty professionals are adopting Korean techniques. There are different courses as well which are being offered that train beauticians in popular treatments like the Korean glass facial, helping them meet growing consumer demand at the same time. Well, K-beauty's rise in India offers a new approach to skincare with detailed routines and natural ingredients backed by the global influence of K-pop and K-dramas. It's creating new opportunities for consumers and beauty professionals alike, cementing its place in the Indian beauty scene. Well, that's all you needed to know about the K-beauty products. But are they worth the hype? That's the question to be answered by the experts and of course our lovely ladies Toya and Sonal. So over to you.
Well, we have questions ourselves. We don't have answers to any of those questions, but clearly have a good panel this morning to sort of take all of them too. So let me introduce them. Reshbha Munjal, she's the CEO and co-founder for KorinMI. It's India's first Korean skincare clinic. With her is her co-founder, Genovia. She comes all the way from Korea. She is also the CEO, co-founder for KorinMI. Thank you, ladies, for joining us. Also with us is Dr. Sonali Chaudhary. She's a cosmetic dermatologist. So a lot of things that Reshbha has to say will get a reality check from Dr. Chaudhary over there. But let me just give the first word there. Reshbha, so big is the market here in India at the moment, and the craze for K-beauty, that you have actually taken out real estate, set up a full clinic dedicated to it. How do you know it's not just a trend?
Hello. Annyeonghaseyo, hello from Korea. Yeah. So yes, I think the market is very, very big in terms of people are thinking that K-beauty products are very important and they are great. But not all K-beauty products actually deliver the hydration for moisturizing your skin. And we were very cautious about this, and that's where we started on this journey 2 years ago, where we decided to bring professional Korean skincare to India. And we are very, of course, we understand Indians will not be able to do 10 steps, as you just pointed out, but Genovia has shortened it so that you can do 5 steps, at least, on a daily basis. Genovia, 3 times a day?
Yeah, 3 times a day.
3 times a day to ensure your skin is glowing. And if nothing else, you can also do, we have some KBO treatments, and we have a lot of customers coming in and trying doing that for this Diwali season to ensure that you're glowing for all your Diwali parties.
I love that. I love hearing that you've adapted it for Indian skin now. You've made it shorter basically for all of us. It's great to hear. Let's go over to Dr. Sonali for a second and ask her a question. Dr. Sonali, I want to ask you, recently, a few days ago, a founder of an Indian brand that's really big in skincare and hair care came out and said that Korean beauty can't be the end-all be-all for Indian skin, because Indian skin, according to her, is different. So she made the argument that because our skin has more melanin, dark spots, for example, it can't address everything there is. Have there been, Dr. Sonali, studies, long-term studies of what Korean beauty's impact on Indian skin can be? What does the science say here?
Hi, first of all, good morning, everyone. So the Korean skin beauty products are basically focused just on the hydration, and they are using ingredients like probiotics, which is rice, fermented grain. And they're also using products like green tea. They're using snail mucin. So the mucin is again coming from the mucus of the snail from 92 to 96%. All of the products are basically focusing just on hydration, which is a very important pillar of maintaining the skincare, meaning you have to maintain and you have to repair the skin. So Korean skincare, of course, they have a different skin type, and of course their DNA, their genes, it plays a major role. As far as the Indians are concerned, any Indian, if their skin is very much hydrated and protected, they're very much close to the Korean skincare, but obviously being in the boundaries of our own ethnicity intact.
Okay.
I see. Let me take that question actually forward with Genovia and Reshbha. And Genovia, would love to sort of get your thoughts as well. By the way, your skin already looks like very glass, and it's glowing even early in the morning, which is what begs this question that Indian skin is not like Korean skin. Indian skin is largely a combination skin. It also, because of the weather that we stay in, has issues with too much oiliness, unlike only having issues with dryness, say, with Korea. We have more seasons. So, you know, this is the reason why a lot of Indian brands, for example, came to India. Indian-owned brands have come of age because we understood that products made in the West did not, you know, make sense for us. So how are products made in Korea making sense for us?
So let me answer it for you.
Yeah.
When we actually started on this journey, we've ensured that the products that we are making are adapted for the Indian skin. So just to give you a simple thing, today in India, it's about 30 degrees wherever we go. Today in Korea, it's actually minus 10 degrees, Genovia was telling me this morning. So a lot of their products are made assuming that the weather is cold, while our weather is actually a warm weather, right? So we actually went back and adapted our sunscreen so that our sunscreen is actually applicable for the Indian skin, and it can sustain the 50 degrees of heat that India says. Now that is something that typically Korean products don't do, because in Korea the maximum temperature you'd ever see is 30 degrees. So when you do such things, that's how you adapt Korean beauty for India. So the main nutrients and compositions would be the same, but we would change some of the things so that it can match our temperature, it can match our climate, and it can match the way our skin is. So I'd like to tell you that all the KorinMI products that we give, they're great for all of our skin, whether it's people like us, people like me who are from Delhi, or even people from down south. Genovia has personally lived in Chennai for a bit, so she understands how different Indian skin types are. And we actually have tested all our products across. So we do that.
Awesome. And Reshbha, tell us, you know, one thing that I want to remind our audiences is, at least when you look at, you know, K-dramas, for example, it's not just the women who are beautiful, it's also the men. Even the men have glowing skin.
Ooh.
Today, are you seeing men also enter the clinic? Are you seeing all demographics enter the clinic?
So.
Just share some of that with us.
Yes, you're right. You know, men are actually very interested about it. And we get in a lot of walk-ins of male customers who would just come in and say, hey, I want to do something for my skin. What should I do? And I tell you something, they agree a lot faster. So if you tell a lady that, hey, you should try this or do that, she says, I'll think about it. I'll come back to you. I'm doing X, Y, Z. So then a male guy is like, oh, let's do it. I want to do it. So definitely, I would say about 30% of our customers are now males. Very interestingly. And I think it's going to become 50-50 like Korea soon.
But that's also because women have experienced skincare for far longer. Now, men are open to experiment. So,
Yeah.
but that does tell you a lot about how in the heart of Gurgaon, more and more people are sort of adapting it. Let me bring in Dr. Sonali then. Dr. Sonali, then what does one look at when they're looking at these skincare trends? I'm a little wary of them because I feel like seasons come and go, and what you have to look at beauty products is what is age appropriate and not something that is more trend appropriate. It has to be season and age appropriate what you apply, because your skin is also aging like any other part of your body. So if you could give out, say, a top 3 guideline to look at when you are identifying or wanting to try a new product, and there are so many out there now in the market thanks to quick commerce. So how does one look at it?
If you want to pick any product, irrespective of your age, firstly, one fundamental remains the same. If you are going to the school, you are in the growing age, then instead of, you know, putting things from the top, you should be healing and bringing out beauty from within. So you should be focusing more on the nutrition. And nutrition, again, a combination. Anything goes inside your body is definitely going to reflect on the outside. So at younger age, definitely nutrition. And once you are in your late 20s, then you can start experimenting, of course. Do not just follow the trends that everyone is, but people end up using the trendy products that are new in the market. But whenever you have to use any new product, make sure that you always do a test patch. And don't just start using a product all of a sudden and every day. You can spread it out. You can maybe use little product once a week and see how your skin is behaving. And then you can use it twice a week, and then you can start. When you're using a new product, make sure that
Dr. Sonali. Toya, Toya had a question for Reshbha and Genovia.
And we'll try to re-establish that connection till then. But Dr. Sonali over there saying that be careful about any product you use. Test it on a small patch of your skin first. Only then go for it in an everyday way. Let's go back to our KorinMI specialists who are with us right now. Reshbha, if we could come to you and ask you a question. We've been wondering this. What's the most popular treatment people are coming in and asking for? Because we sort of bombarded our audiences right in the beginning with everything there is when we say Korean skincare. What's the one thing people are coming in and saying, this is the thing that we want when you have clients coming in?
So I think it's festive season. So the one thing everyone is looking for is glow, right? And the Koreans are known for glass skin, right here. And everyone just comes into our clinic and says, hey, can we get skin like that? Can we just have glass skin? And that's the basic thing that everyone comes to us. But we'd like to say that, I mean, when you're on your path to glass skin, right, there are various steps that are there. So you may be suffering from acne, from pigmentation, from different, from wrinkles, from scars, etc. So we help treat each of those problems, and only then do you get the glow. You don't just become Genovia overnight.
Yes.
As Genovia tells me, it takes a lot of effort to keep the skin that she has. It just doesn't come. And just for everyone to know, she doesn't wear any makeup. So whatever you see today is her without makeup. It's only skincare.
Oh man, that has a lot to do with genes along with products. And there's a lot of expectations as well. But good to know that you are sharing pearls of cave wisdom with all of us in India and sort of adapting it in our own way. I think that's the key, because we don't want more, hydration issues. It's just part of the problem when it comes to Indian skincare. Dr. Sonali is hopefully back with us. Dr. Sonali, the question then at this point is that if you are looking, give us some tips to our viewers who are watching right now for the holiday season, things that they can look at. And like I said, throughout the country, different parts of the country have different weather patterns at the moment. So what is your sort of recommendation for men and women this festive season?
Firstly, for men and women, skincare is not any gender specific. So you can use, if you are male, female, or any transgenders, you can use any skin product which is similar. And start with a very mild and gentle cleanser, which is not going to strip off your natural oils. And if you are wearing water resistant and sweat resistant sunblock, or you're using makeup on daily basis, or you're living in a city which has a lot of pollution, then always do double cleansing, meaning you use an oil or micellar water which will emulsify the fats and remove the debris and your makeup, and then you can use your general cleanser. After that, always make sure that you're using a good amount of moisturizer. Again, talking about kbeauty, their products focuses mostly on the hydration, because once your skin is hydrated, then it shines and reflects and glows. Then always make sure you wear sunblock, at least with SPF 30 and above, and PA triple plus and above. Even if you're staying indoors, you have to use sunblock and keep repeating it every 2 to 3 hours. So this is the basic that everybody must follow. Wherever you are, even if you're indoors, outdoors, or any part of India, you have to, or world, you have to follow these 3 steps.
Awesome. Thank you for those takeaways. Let's go back very quickly to KorinMI for a second. Reshbha, as we leave you, and I'll address this to both Reshbha and Genovia, I want to ask you one tricky thing. With a lot of the love for K-pop, for K-dramas in the last few years, there's also been a conversation around fairness, and India has a tricky relationship with Fair and Lovely, fairness in general as it's represented in the media. I just want to ask you, and I know this is slightly trickier, but I want to ask you, Reshbha, in the marketing of KorinMI, how do you put the emphasis on glassy, clear skin, but not make Indians feel like their inherent duskiness, for example, is not something to be celebrated?
I'm actually glad you asked that, because neither Genovia nor I do we endorse whitening, as it's called, right? We, in every treatment that we do, we talk about your skin becoming better. Now, it could be better depending on your skin type. It could have, we want to help you remove your freckles, your scars, your acne, your pigmentation. So we talk about removing pigmentation. Now, you could have a pigmentation issue even whether you're dark or fair. You just could have pigmented skin, and we help you do that. We don't talk about whitening. We would say that we help you brighten your skin, and your skin can brighten irrespective of your skin color. It's just because if your skin becomes healthy from within at the dermis level, your skin will become brightening, will brighten, and it will be great. And I think we have everyone who walks in. At no point do we endorse whitening as a concept. At no point do we endorse for someone. I don't think my color will ever become Genovia's color, or someone else's color will become my color. That is not the right conversation to have. And I think anyone who's following K-pop should see that, wow, their skin is flawless, and that's what you want. You don't want the white skin. That is something, as you said, is key. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, actually. Yeah. It's a good answer. And actually, what's happening in Korea is the opposite. They want a bit of a tan, and they're just Fair and Lovely is not considered very exotic. They actually look at India and find that very exotic. So clearly, grass is greener on the other side and across the continents as well. So thank you all for joining us, all the ladies with us on the panel, Reshbha, Genovia, Dr. Sonali. Thank you so much for this conversation. And let's see what this glow is, this festive season, and a lot of it will come from your diet. We will also address that as the week progresses.
Right. Okay, let's now take you our audience.